Passengers of the derailed train at Ashama on route Abuja-Kaduna bound have been successfully rescued by joint efforts of emergency responders.
The train derailed some few minutes after 11 in the morning, and the MD immediately got in touch with the ministry. The Honorable Minister directed that I should go to the site and assess the situation, evaluate and see how I could move the victims out of the place. We got there and there was serious interagency collaboration.
The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau has launched a comprehensive investigation into the derailment of a Kaduna-bound train service that occurred on Tuesday, August 26, 2025, at approximately 11:09 a.m. between Kuba Station and Assam Station. Director, Public Affairs and Family Assistance, Bimbo Olawumi Oladeji, confirms that 6 persons sustained injuries and no fatalities reported. She said the Bureau will conduct a thorough inquiry to determine the cause of the incident and provide recommendations to prevent future occurrences, with updates to be provided as the investigation progresses. Key stakeholders have been commending President Bola Tinubu's engagements in Brazil, which have led to signing of bilateral agreements with the host government. Series of talks between leaders of both countries in the last 1 year have resulted in agreements to enhance cooperation in 5 major areas. Speaker, Nigeria's House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, who is part of the Nigerian delegation in Brazil, lauded the president's efforts at improving Nigeria's diplomatic ties with countries of the world.
In selling Nigeria to the international world,
from what we discuss during bilateral meetings, we're looking at over $30 billion investment.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has approved a 6-month temporary ban on the export of raw shea nut to curb informal trade and boost local processing. Vice President Kashim Shettima announced the president's directive during a multi-stakeholder meeting at the presidential villa. The federal government has announced a 46% decline in variant poliovirus cases compared to the same period last year, with a renewed target of achieving 0 cases by December 2025. This was revealed by the Executive Director and CEO of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Muyi Aino, during the quarterly review meeting of the Northern Traditional Leaders Committee on Primary Healthcare Delivery held in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu is to officially unveil Nigeria's revised national counter-terrorism strategy in October, following an extensive review process designed to align the nation's security framework with emerging threats. The National Coordinator, National Counter-Terrorism Center, Major General Adamu Garba Laka, announced this at the 3rd quarter stakeholders meeting of NAC test in Abuja. The revised strategy was enriched through consultations and validation by relevant agencies, local and international partners. The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has handed over 128 rescued kidnapped victims, including children, to their families. While handing over the victims, the NSA urged Nigerians not to politicize security issues and support ongoing drive to further secure the nation. Retired Police Personnel Association from the southwestern part of the country are clamoring for the withdrawal of their members from the contributory pension scheme across the country. The agitation was carried out at a meeting with the leadership of the National Pension Commission in Lagos. Meanwhile, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, is confident of transforming and leading the agencies under his watch, including the Voice of Nigeria as a pro-Nigeria and pan-African station dedicated to telling the positive stories coming out of Nigeria and the African continent. The minister reaffirmed this in a message at the flag-off for the restoration of Voice of Nigeria's shortwave transmission using the 250 kilowatt super power transmitter. And that's the news for now. Good Morning Nigeria continues with Ademola and Claire after this break. Good morning.